All right, let's take a look at the chart action for Dogecoin. All right, so we were looking at the 4-hour time frame and we were watching this 180 moving average right here. We broke above it right here, but we actually fell back below it again. We were above it for a few candles, and I was saying if we can bounce on it and stay above this, that's going to look good. But like I said, we fell below it, and now we're kind of trending below it. So what I kind of want to do, what I was actually kind of watching is we have a downtrend like this, and then we had this uptrend like this. It looks like we're kind of breaking to the downside a little bit, but there's not a lot of volume. So what I want to do is move up a time frame and see if we could get like a clearer view, because it looks like we got a breakdown, but not really. So let's switch to the daily time frame. And the one thing that I want to show you is let's take out some of these trend lines for right now. So we have this 9 moving average right here on the daily time frame. We broke above it right here like I was talking about, if you remember, and we were actually getting bounces on it. We still are. So we have not broke below this daily 9 moving average, which is really good. We are getting resistance on the 180 moving average though. We came up to that. Every time we come up to that one, we're getting resistance. So I guess the question is, which one's going to win, the 9 moving average or the 180 moving average? This 9 moving average looks pretty good for right now, but I'm not 100% sure if it'll hold it. But if it does, I think that'll be good. I think maybe if we could get like another bounce or two on it, and then maybe once we can break, let's say, I think the closer the 9 moving average and the 180 moving average kind of come together, and it's going to decide at that point. And I think if it breaks to the upside, once we break out of this 180 moving average, if we break to the upside, it might be a good move. And if we break to the downside of this 9 moving average, it's probably going to take us back down to these previous support levels too, like around .17 or maybe .178. I've been looking for this .155 for a while. So yeah, in general, we are still in a big downtrend. We haven't really got any higher highs. We got a nice little support right here. So that's not bad, but we haven't broke, like, what I would like to see is us break this .266 or .29, maybe like .30, somewhere around there, because we came up and that was pretty much our previous high, kind of, even though it wasn't really a high, but still it was the last time we kind of came up and got rejected, and then we kind of came down. So if we can start doing this kind of thing where we break above that area right there, then we're kind of starting a new higher high kind of thing. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm watching so for now I'm watching the daily time frame instead of the 4-hour time frame, and I'm watching this 9 moving average right here, and then I'm going to be watching this 180 moving average right here. Let's see which one wins. And the daily time frame is usually the time frame I like to watch on like Bitcoin. So yeah, now that we're getting into these bigger time frames, it's going to be interesting when we actually get the moves, because it seems like the bigger the time frame pattern kind of thing, the bigger the move. So we might be even looking at like some sort of crazy pattern like this. I mean, we might be looking at this big triangle pattern, something like this, or maybe like some sort of falling wedge pattern, something like that. I'm not really 100% sure on this, but yeah, like, I mean, we could even switch up to the weekly time frame as well. And this is another thing that I actually haven't been talking about lately, but I talked about it when we first broke down right here, is that we don't really want to get bullish until we break this 9 moving average right here, this blue line. So yeah, we actually came up and tested it right here, or we tested it and then got rejected. So this is sitting at around .254, 253, somewhere around there for right now. And let's kind of see this as well. I mean, this is going to be another signal. Once we break above this, then it's going to be good. If you go to Bitcoin, you can see that it actually did break above this weekly moving average, which is good for Bitcoin. I mean, which is good for Dogecoin. So yeah, we broke above right here. If we can stay above this weekly 9 moving average on Bitcoin, I think that's going to be good for Dogecoin as well. And then if we switch to like the Bitcoin dominance, I guess we can maybe take a look at this. So it looks like actually Bitcoin's breaking out of this little kind of pattern that it was like a kind of a reversal pattern. And so yeah, we had this uptrend and then we had like resistance right here. Let's go to the daily time frame. So it looks like Bitcoin's starting to break out and kind of take over and be more dominant, which isn't the best for Dogecoin. Um, this looks like Bitcoin is kind of winning out of the coins right now. So yeah, this is kind of interesting. I hadn't really looked at this in a while as well. So yeah, you might want to, and then we could actually also go to Dogecoin to Bitcoin. Let's see what's up with that real quick. Okay, yeah, see, so and Dogecoin had been in this falling trend line right here. We've been getting resistance on it, and it looked like the other day we were breaking out right here. Let's go to the daily time frame so you can see a little bit better. We broke out of this downtrend right here, going to the upside, and then it looks like we're starting to trend to the downside again. It's probably just because Bitcoin's doing better than everything, or doing better than Dogecoin at least. So yeah, we have this downtrend still, and we're still watching this line. We could actually move it a little bit because we broke out of it, but we broke out of it a little bit, but we're still trending down. So until we break this trend line right here, Bitcoin is probably going to be a better bet than Dogecoin, in my opinion. I mean, that's what the chart's saying, that it's trending down. But like I said, once we break out of this, then that's when Dogecoin will be the better bet and Bitcoin. So like I said, if you're one chart to follow along is Doge BTC on a trading view. So if you want to look at this chart, that's what I'm looking at right now. And if you want to follow along with other charts, check out this video. It's a trading view tutorial, and I basically give you a basic rundown of how I look at charts. So yeah, I'll be looking at the daily time frame, watching the 9 moving average and the 180 moving average. All right, if you guys like that video, hit that thumbs up button.